Now, now I will read these few ayahs related to men hijab, the veil. So because they are not excluded, because this all we are discussing is only for the purpose, if we will have this hijab or the veil, the purpose is that Allah will speak to us. That is why we are having that, we have to follow these rules and regulations of Allah's ayahs, that we should have this hijab veil so that Allah should communicate to us. And now I'm reading those ayahs or verses related to men. Surah An-Nur 24, ayah 30. قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَغُزُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ وَيَحْفُظُوا فُرُوجَهُمْ ذَلِكَ أَزْكَى لَهُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا يَصْنَعُونَ. Say for the believers that they should lower themselves from their insides and that they preserve their gaps, private parts. That is more justified for them. Surely Allah is well acquainted with what they invent. So if you look in the woman also verse I read in 24, 31, the believer women should also lower themselves from the inside. Same with the men, that the men should lower their gaze, lower themselves from their insides. Whatever the insight Allah has given to men, they should lower themselves. And they should preserve their gaps or private parts. So same, no difference. And it is not with the eyes. Again, the word is not eyes. Men and women say that you have to look downwards and talk like this. How are you? And this, I was not like this. You look into their eyes, but your inside should lower your satanic feelings, lower yourselves. You can talk to them, but you should lower your gaze, lower yourselves by the inside. And also preserve your private parts, same. And that is more justified for them. So Allah is well acquainted with what they invent. So it is almost the same. We don't have to clarify. You go further. Surah Azab 33 and ayah 53. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tadkhulu buyutan nabiyyi illa an yu'dhana lakum ila ta'am ghayra nazirina inah walakin idha du'itum fadkhulu fa idha ta'imtum fantashiru wala musta'nisina li hadith inna dhalikum kana yu'dhi an-nabiyya fayastahyi minkum wallahu la yastahyi min al-haq wa idha sa'altumuhunna mata'an fas'aluhunna min wara'i hijab ذلكم أطهر لقلوبكم وقلوبهن وما كان لكم أن تؤذوا رسول الله ولا أن تنكحوا أزواجه من بعده أبدا إن ذلكم كان عند الله عظيما. O you believe, you do not enter the houses of the Prophet except permission for a meal is given to you other than waiting for his preparation. But when you are invited, then enter, and when you have had the meal, then disperse, and do not socialize or familiarize for any event or hadith narration. Surely that is hurtful to the Prophet, and so he is ashamed from you, and Allah is not ashamed from the truth. And when you ask them for any commodity, so ask them from behind a hijab veil, that is purer for your hearts and for their hearts. And it is not for you to hurt the messenger of Allah, and after him you ever marry his wives. Surely that would be a big offense in the nearness of Allah. Now, in this verse, this is a verse educating us how we men and women should socialize or familiarize or mingle in each other. The reference is given with the Prophet, but this is an education for us also. It says, O you who believe, always remember this is all for believers, not for ordinary men and women, it's for believers. O you who believe, do not enter the house of the Prophet except permission for a meal is given to you other than waiting for his preparation. But when you are invited, then enter, and when you have had the meal, then disperse. Meaning, if you invite me or I invite you, whenever we invite each other, we must go at almost the right time, had the meal, when invited for, okay, now have this meal, and when you have this meal, then don't familiarize or socialize, just eat and go. This is the behavior between the believers, how to socialize. Do not, when you have had the meal, then disperse. And do not socialize or familiarize for any hadith, event narration. Wala musta'nisina li hadith. So the believers are asked, men believers are asked not to ask from the Prophet's wives any hadith, event, narration. Wala musta'nisina li hadith. Do not socialize, familiarize for any hadith, event, narration. Surely that is hurtful to the Prophet. Inna dhalikum kana yu'dhin nabiyya. Surely that is hurtful to the Prophet, and he is ashamed from you that you are asking or familiarizing to the wives of the Prophet. And Allah is not ashamed from the truth. فَيَسْتَحْيِي مِنْكُمْ وَاللَّهُ لَا يَسْتَحْيِي مِنَ الْحَقِّ. Further it says Allah, وَإِذَا سَأَلْتُمُهُنَّ مَتَاعًا. And when you ask them for any commodity, so ask them from behind a hijab veil. First, aluhunna min warai hijab. When you ask the wives, Prophet's wives, any mata'an, any commodity, anything, you ask them behind a veil, hijab. Whose hijab is this? A woman's hijab or your hijab? Come on. Is this the headgear of a woman? That if you want to ask the woman anything, you ask her to wear a headgear, then I ask. Because in the world, the headgear is referred to hijab. Hijab is not basically a headgear. Hijab means a veil, a barrier that you may ask behind a veil. So Allah is asking you, when you ask them for any commodity, so ask them from behind a hijab veil that is purer for your hearts and purer for them. That is the basic reason. Because this is, again, I would say the same hijab has occurred, which the same is فَاسْأَلُهُنَّ مِنْ وَرَاءِ hijab. That ask these women behind a hijab veil. When you want to talk or ask any commodity, you want to ask first, فَإِذَا سَأَلْتُمُنَّ. When you ask any commodity, anything, you want to ask some material thing or something, I want this and you want this, and you want to talk to them. Remember, you ask them, but you must have a hijab, a veil behind. This is the hijab of a man. That they should have that veil and then talk. So that is purer for them, and it is purer for men also. Purer for women also, and purer for men also. This is they should have a hijab. Men, we are talking now, reading the hijab or the veil of men. They should have a hijab while speaking to women. When you ask them for any commodity, so ask them from behind a hijab veil. That is pure for your hearts, for their hearts. And it is not for you to hurt the messenger, and after him, that him you ever marry his pairs of wives. Surely that would be a great offense in the nearness of Allah. Now, in this whole verse, there were 2 points we have to make, and that is that whenever we mingle each other or invited each other houses, we should go at the right time, have the dinner or lunch, whatever the breakfast or for what you are invited, and then you can sit down and discuss intellectually, maybe Quranic ayat or something important, but not familiarizing or socializing or having intimate talks, familiarizing talks. That is forbidden. That's a hijab. And if you want to talk to each other, suppose I want to speak to your wife and you want to speak to wife, you want to have relationship, and you want to have some commodity, some mataan there, you want to talk. So you must speak to them behind a veil, a hijab. That is the important. That is the education, that men should speak to the women or some other people's wives behind a veil. This is with the Prophet, of course. I understand this. Everybody understands. But what is the education? That whenever we speak to each other's wife, we should not have friendly talks to each other's wives or daughters or sisters. We should speak to them behind a veil, hijab. And that is the hijab of a man.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Muhammad Sheikh's channel. Please click the bell icon so that you may receive timely notifications of our upcoming videos.